Hey guys, and welcome again to the Money Game with AC. In this channel, we talk about stocks. We also talk about money, how to make it, how to grow it, and how to protect it. So in this video, I want to quickly cover with you guys the best cheap stocks, according to my opinion, that you should buy now before the stimulus checks go out. We know that, President Biden already signed, into law the bill, for the $1.9 trillion for the stimulus package. Including that, we have the 1,400 stimulus checks that will go out to a lot of Americans that are eligible to receive those. So as that money hit those bank accounts by the end of the month of March, you want to invest in these stocks I'm about to share with you right now, because these stocks will potentially double your money, as a lot of people will invest that money, or pour that money into shopping, into traveling, and you want to make sure that you're getting to these stocks now, because as I mentioned, you can potentially double your money. So first of all, the sector that will benefit a lot from this spending, it's airlines. Like a lot of people will fly, not only because it will be vacation time, summertime, but also because we have a lot of hope and expectations into much more Americans getting vaccinated before June. So a lot of people are actually starting to book vacations, and they will travel by air. So one of the major stock airlines that is still cheap at the moment is American Airlines, because right now it's trading at $22.15, and if you look at where it was trading before the pandemic started, it was trading around $30. So we still have a lot of potential, 25% gain upside, you can definitely have. And I think going into 2021, we will definitely go beyond this mark. Why? Because consider people are not even flying that much, because a lot of people are still working remote. So when we will be free to go whenever we want to go again, and everybody will be vaccinated, so the demand on airlines will go up. So these stock price will also go up. So I'm predicting that we'll definitely go above the $30 mark beyond the end of this year. So you definitely want to buy this. So if you all don't want to buy American Airlines, but you want to be exposed to a whole sector, you can also buy this ETF, which is JETS. So JETS is an ETF currently trading around $27, and before the pandemic, it was trading around $31. So still a lot of potential. That same 25% upside gain you can have, and definitely this will give you exposure. So by investing or by putting your money into JETS ETF, you're also buying stocks of Spirit Airlines, Southwest Airlines, American Airlines, United, Delta, and Air Canada as well. So definitely one I will consider buying into, the stimulus package, getting into the economy or stimulating the economy. The next one in that same segment of traveling and leisure, it's CCL, Carnival Corp lines. So Carnival Cruise Line here is the biggest, or one of the biggest cruise line operator, like people getting into ships and going to travel all around the world. So this is one of the most beaten down stocks from that sector for now. So before the pandemic, it was trading around $52, and right now still trading around $27, $47. So you still have at least 100% upside to do in this actual stock. So as again, a lot of people will get vaccinated, a lot of people will be free to travel again and to get into cruise lines. The reason why this is still down a lot is because you spend much more time into cruise lines than you do into airlines. So as we will get into that June mark at the mid of this year, definitely I see this getting back closely to the $50 mark, and as we gain towards the end of the year where they will start having the voyage again, this may potentially go above the 50, maybe to here the 60. So interesting thing about Carnival and Norwegian is that they started booking, letting people book, and I think they had the most bookings on the entire year, the entire history of the company. I don't think it was Carnival, but I think it was Norwegian. So definitely people are excited about going out and getting on these cruise lines again. So definitely you want to get this into your radar. Now, next to it, I'm getting into the oil sector. Why oil? Because as you know, airlines, as cruise lines, as people start traveling again by car, they will consume much more oil than they do right now. And definitely this will transpire into these energy low cheap stocks getting their share price move again to the higher end. So for example, this is Ramyan Energy, and I mean there are multiple, like plenty of stocks, but I wanted to restrict this video to only the cheapest one, so and the best upside. So right now Ramyan Energy is a Canadian company involved into producing natural gas and oil. So right now they're trading at 843, but if you look at where they were trading before a couple of days ago, they were trading at $7. So $7, huge gain today. $13, I mean 13% for the 5 days. But if you look at where they were trading before the pandemic, actually it was at 14, not 14, January, yeah, $16. So you can still double your money if you invest in this stock right now. I mean, and before, I can see this doubling before summer or by summertime, definitely, because again, the demand of oil will go up as a lot of people will start traveling again. Like those airplanes and those crews, they need and they consume a lot of fuel. So this is definitely one. But now, if you don't want to be exposed to only one one company like Ramyan Energy, you can also buy this ETF, the Energy Selector Standard Spider Fund. So definitely this is still has a lot of upside to go. Right now trading at 53, still cheap, and you will be definitely exposed to the major oil producers, the refineries, the distributors, the whole entire chain of the oil and gas sector by buying into these ETFs. And then finally, we have the retail sector. So the retail sector, definitely people will start buying again. People will start going into malls. People will start, even though the retail sector has done tremendously well during the pandemic, you can see right here on the 1 year chart. So this is the whole 2020. It went down here, right here. And then right after, as a lot of stores shifted towards online booking, online shopping, it just took off, man. It just took off. And I will see this to continue to take off as a lot of people will continue to spend the extra money that we'll get from this stimulus package. So definitely you want to buy into this, and this will give you exposure to some of the major retail stores into the United States and the world. Now, another one I want to get into this is the value ETF from the S&P 500. Now, the value ETFs is really interesting because this has some major companies that will also benefit from the spending and the stimulus package that we just passed as bill. So you have names like Berkshire Hathaway for the financial, JP Morgan Chase on the banks, Walt Disney. Definitely Disney is one of the big beneficiary of this, as a lot of people will get back to the products again. Bank of America, Exxon, this is oil, Intel, this is IT, AT&T, definitely, Pfizer, Walmart, Procter & Gamble, Wells Fargo, Citigroup, Visa, all of these names, Coca-Cola, Morgan Stanley, GE, Philip Morris, all of these names are definitely names of companies that will definitely benefit from the stimulus check. So by putting your money into this S&P value, you will definitely be exposed to all of that rotation that we are seeing right now from people shifting money from tech sector and putting into what we call value stocks. What the names I just show you, like all the companies having produced products or services that people buy into every single day, like a cycle, travels, banks, retails, shopping, groceries, all of those are what we call value. So this is the quick video I wanted to, actually maybe not that quick. I just wanted to update you guys and make sure that you are plugged in, and definitely want to ride that trend, the rotation trend, as we have the stimulus checks coming into the end of this month. So definitely, if you have questions and I believe me, there are much more stocks that you definitely also, that I didn't mention in my video, but these are, according to my opinion, one that are still cheap for the moment and one that will give you the most money if you buy now, like right now. Okay. All right, guys. Thank you for watching. I will see you in the next one. Until